type of guy that's probably going to be back in the gym tomorrow. What do you think worked for you tonight, and what do you think will be the first thing you'll work on when you get back to the gym?
I gotta watch the fight first off because you know, you get really instinctual in there, so I can't really remember. And I mean, right after the fight, the doctor asked me how I feel, and I said I feel great. And now I feel like shit. So, you know, you always have to take a look at the actual fight and see what happened. But things that worked for me, I think, you know, we're both reaction fighters, and I was trying not to react too much to his movement, just kind of stalk him and take his best shot and land the heavier shots. And I know I landed some heavy shots in there, and I you know, rocked him a couple times, and apparently it wasn't enough. So I'll have to see exactly what happened. You know, I feel like he used the kicks quite a bit, but I was blocking a lot of them. You know, even the high kicks, not one connected, and then a couple connected on the low kicks. But I think the main factor must have been the amount of punches, because that's the only thing I can think of. You know, we both fought a great fight. Congratulations to Dominick. You know, I'm not an easy guy to beat. Joseph Benavidez not an easy guy to beat. So, you know, we got a good chance.
And for you, Chris, Dana has said that, you know, it's probably the end of the road for Vanderlei. So I'm just wondering how you feel about that. I know you talked about how you admired him, you know, his whole career, and so now I'm just curious how you feel about that.
Vanderlei Silva is my favorite fighter. He always has been. I don't want to say it, you know, I said, I like it. I mean, to tell you the truth, you know, I never visualized the fight going the way it went. I only visualized a 3-round war. And I've never been as scared going into the ring as the fight Vanderlei Silva. The man is a legend. What he's done for the sport is absolutely amazing. You know, right now, I just got to evaluate what happened. I'm still kind of like blown away, you know. So, you know, Vanderlei Silva, he can do whatever he wants, you know. He's solid, you know, but I hit him pretty damn hard. I mean, I don't think anybody would have stayed up. So, you know, is what it is.
Dana in the back here on the left. Before the fight, all week some of the talk was about the WEC guys now headlining an event. How do you feel? And I'm guessing you feel pretty good because it's the fight of the night. But how these guys sort of lived up to the responsibility of a main event, and then moving forward, having them, those types of the former WEC guys headlining fights in the future. Yeah,
when the WEC was on Versus, I don't think there was ever any doubt that when these guys did make the transition to the UFC, and when we could open up those weight classes, that they would be very exciting and deliver. That they always have, even when they were in the WC and on Versus, we knew they'd deliver.
For Dominick, please, Dominick, in the back. I want to know how you felt after the fight. Obviously, Urijah said he was kind of confident, thought he had a chance in the decision. How confident were you? You thought for sure you did enough and we're going to get the decision?
You know, by the end of the fight, man, you really don't know what happened. I can't remember really much of anything in that fight. Kind of like what he said, you know, it's like you go in there and it's like a whirlwind. It feels like I was in a tornado, you know, and I was running into stuff in it, dressers and whatnot. I don't know, but yeah, I mean, my shoulders hurt, my face hurts a little bit. I have no idea, man. I was just going out there to scrap, and all I knew was, if I got hit, I was just going to keep punching, and there's no way to stop me. I mean, that's the only way you can think in there, and hopefully things work out. Either you knock him out, you put him to sleep, or you keep going. That's all I knew.
Then also for Chris, I guess it was quick enough. Can you just kind of walk us through the fight and what you were feeling out there?
Yeah, you know, when he had that amazing walkout, you know, it went black, and most of the time, most people are cheering for me, you know. That fired me up at first. I was like, what's up, man? This was my 19th fight in the UFC, and they went crazy for Vanderlei Silva, you know, and, you know, I knew that I got calm then, you know, and I knew that my coaches had done the work. You know, I'm just like, I'm the car, and they're the pit crew. They put all the work and the time into me, and I couldn't let them down this time, so when the fight started, you know, he swung wide, and I knew I could come up the middle. We've been working a lot of uppercuts. We knew he comes a little bit wide, so bring him right up the middle, and that's what we did. I felt him wobble a little bit. I thought he was going to go down, but he started to recover, so I just continued to hit, and then continued to hit some more, and then I hit him some more, and that was it.
Chris, we saw you in Hawaii do the train for the Muay Thai clinch against Vanderlei. Did you expect him to run after you with the clinch that early?
Yeah, Vanderlei has an amazing clinch. We knew that, so we definitely were working, keeping the shoulders up, keeping the head up, you know, and throwing those uppercuts in there, you know. So I was ready for that, you know, and I truly believe that Vanderlei hasn't fought that many guys that when they get hit, move forward, you know. And the mistake that he made was he hit me real hard right off the bat, you know, and that's what turns my switch on, you know, because when he hit me, I didn't go backwards. I came straight at him, you know, and I knew that that's where my shots were gonna come. For me, that's the kind of matchup I like, you know. A guy that moves around the outside real well may make it a little bit harder for me. But you know, Vanderlei came forward and he hit me. I hit him, and we know what happened after that.
And today, did Chris earn a bonus for the knockout?
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. So next question is your fight against Akiyama. You bought a huge truck and you thanked Akiyama for the fight. What are you gonna do with the bonus this time?
Oh man, I didn't get one, dog.
Oh, you did?
No, you know what, Daddy Dana always takes care of me. I love him, man. I love him.
No truck this time. Yeah, last question to Urijah and Dominick. Is there a feud between you guys over the trash talk?
Yeah, I think so. We may fight again, you know, but you know, I was just having fun with that. You know, it's not every day I get an enemy, so I was kind of taking advantage of that.
So Dominick is an alpha male in the neighborhood?
I gotta watch the fight. The judge's mind today, they say so, but there's other things that go into that as well.
Just like talking shit to each other. Just have fun with it.
Yeah, I mean, it's fun. I'm a trash talker in the first place. I mean, it's like, you know, I respect all the fighters out there, but even my best friends know I'm kind of a jerk sometimes. So it was fun. It was fun to talk trash, and you know, sometimes it's easy to talk trash about a guy like that. So, you know, but I have nothing but respect for the guy. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's business. We're in there. The guy's done so much for the lighter weight classes. You can't deny that. I had to really hype myself up for this fight. You know, I wanted this fight for 4 years. I've been hungry for this fight, sweating for this fight, bleeding for this fight. I got it. I won it. I'm happy.
Dana, can you give us your thoughts on the judge's decision in the main event? And now that it's 1-1, does it warrant, or can you put on a third fight?
Yeah, well, at the end of that fight, the first thing I said was I wouldn't want to score that fight. It was a very good fight, back and forth, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I mean, third fights are always fun, especially when they're as good as that one was. It was a great fight, very technical fight, and like Ioli said, I agree, it was MMA at its finest tonight. That was an incredible fight.
I think we're moments away from Melvin probably going on another verbal tirade about the lightweight division, but can you talk about Melvin first and that performance?
I know, he calls himself the silent assassin. When has he ever been silent about anything? No, I'm actually, you know, I've known Melvin for a long time, since The Ultimate Fighter, and I always thought that he was a very talented guy and just never lived up to his potential. You know, was out there, you know, not doing all the right things to become the great fighter that he had the potential to be, and now he has. You know, and it's good to see him living up to the potential. No doubt about it. He's fast, he's explosive, he's talented, he's got great wrestling, he's got dynamite in both hands, he can kick, he can move, he's a scary 155-pounder.
And Melvin, for yourself, a lot of us in the media have been saying it for a while. It's always been, when is Melvin, you know, which Melvin's going to show up on fight night? And again, you showed up with an incredible performance. Can you talk about the evolution of your career? And it's like you get it now. This is what you need to do.
Just had to grow up, man. Like Dana said, you know, when he first met me on Ultimate Fighter, I was just a young kid, and I've grown with this business for the last 6 years, and it's been great. And I've had a lot of downtime. A lot of people stuck in my corner, you know, Mr. Joe Silver, Dana himself, Mr. Lorenzo. And I always go back and think about when Dana told me, kid, get your shit together, and you can be great. What I did, I put myself in rehab, got my shit together. You know, I got a beautiful wife. more of a family man now. I'm not hanging out in the streets. I play more golf in the daytime than I see nightlife now. You know, and it wasn't like that. I was always in the clubs. I don't even go out anymore.